Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're talking about gas stations. Now, from the beginning of time, there were no cars. Everyone relied on horses and other forms of transportation. When the cars were created, there were tanks, gas stations with tanks in them with benzene with gas to put in the car. The car would have a hole in it, and in the gas there was a pole with a hole in it, and the person puts the gas in the hole of the car. It's like a hose, a long hose, which you put in the car. You push a button, you squeeze with your hand, and you can put gas in your car. Now, this gas, what everyone needs around the world for their car, otherwise the car won't move. Now, there are only adults tanking the car. There's no children. Everyone is above 18 or 21 to be able to drive. Now, when you see this and all these people tanking the car, then you know the next generation, the children, will also tank the car. This gas problem, what the car created people, the people that created the car, has done to people, they created a car and they connected that with the gas. So now there's also cars that go electric. They are charged and they don't need gas. Where's the gas coming from? Now, there are people in Saudi Arabia, they produce gas for cars. There are people in Russia, they produce gas for cars. When you look around the world, Germany, every country around the world relies on gas from other countries. Otherwise, they can't be able to use their cars, their airplanes. Trains don't need gas, but they also need a kind of fuel. Everything that is transportation needs fuel, and they all rely 80%, 90% on gas. Now, say now there's no gas. What will people do? Long time ago, people had no cars, they were on boats. This boat had a cotton sailing sheet, like a sheet, and it was stuck to a wooden pole, and it would be put on a ship, and the men would sit waiting and move with the wind. And the ship would move only when there was wind hitting the sheets of the cotton on the stick on the ship, and that would move. When there was no wind, the ship would move. There were no engines at that time. When you look at Columbus and you look back in the history, the beginning of time when there were ships on earth and there were men that had no engines, they were relying on wind. Now, it's impossible that these engines, these cars, will rely on gas. There could be one country or more countries that have no more gas because the gas prices are too expensive. The gas price could go really high and people could not use their car because the gas prices is $20, $30 a gallon. So when you tank your car and you need $120 to give a full tank, and all of a sudden you need $400 to tank your car, which you used to tank for $120. So it could go more high, but it depends on the people who are controlling the gas prices for people around the world. I thank you. You had fun, I had fun, we had fun.